Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to automatically publish WordPress post on LinkedIn. So what we are going to learn in this video is that as soon as I'm going to publish any post in my WordPress account, automatically that same post should also be posted on my LinkedIn account. For that, what we are going to do is we're going to simply create an automation between WordPress and LinkedIn with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn how to do this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to automatically publish WordPress post on LinkedIn. So my objective is that as soon as I'm going to publish any post on my WordPress account, automatically I want to create that same post in my LinkedIn account and post it on my profile. For that, what we're going to do is we're going to simply create an automation between WordPress and LinkedIn with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. As I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. Then a dialog box is going to appear which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as Automatically Publish WordPress Post on LinkedIn. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Over here, next it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down arrow, and these are the folders from which I'm going to select LinkedIn Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, let's click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Automatically Publish WordPress Post on LinkedIn, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these 2 concepts. Over here, Trigger says when this happens, and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our trigger step. For that, click on this arrow right over here. And for the trigger application, we are going to select it as WordPress. So I'm going to select my trigger application as WordPress. And for the trigger event, we're going to select it as New Post Published. As our objective is that when we are going to publish a new post on our WordPress account, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. In order to connect WordPress to Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we're going to connect WordPress to Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. Firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying this URL, we have to open our WordPress account. So this is my WordPress account right over here, and from the left side of the panel, we have to select plugins and then on add new plugin right over here. As we are going to do that, you will be landed on the add plugins page. Over here on the search bar of the plugins, we have to search for WP webhooks. So we're going to search for WP webhooks. As you're going to search for WP webhooks, you can see WP webhook is provided right over here. I've already installed this webhook, so I'm going to move forward. So please do install WP webhook right over here. So as I've already installed WP webhooks, we are going to open the settings panel, and under this panel, we have to click on this WP webhooks right over here. As you can see that the WP webhooks panel is right over here. Over here it says send data. We're going to click on it. As you're going to do, click on send data. Over here this page is going to appear. Under WordPress, you can see over here this is a action that is post created. We are going to click on post created right over here. You can see WordPress post created page is going to appear. Over here we have to click on add webhook URL. A window is going to appear which is asking for a webhook name first. So I'm going to give a name to my webhook as LinkedIn post. So this is the name of my webhook, and for the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And then we are going to click on add post create. As we have done that, over here you can see a new webhook is added in our WordPress account. If I'm going to click on the settings action button right over here, it says settings. We're going to open the settings, and under the settings over here, it says trigger on selecting post type. For the post type, we're going to select it as post, and it says trigger on initial post status change. We are going to select it as published because as we want to capture the response of the post being published, and then we are going to click on save settings. Over here it says the setting is saved, so I'm going to move back. As you can see that now we have successfully added a webhook to our WordPress account. This means we have successfully connected WordPress to Pabbly Connect. If I'm going to open my workflow, over here it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we're going to do is we're going to publish a dummy post on our WordPress account, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of that post being published or not. For that, I'm going to open a WordPress account. I'm going to click on post and add new post right over here. As we have clicked on add new post, over here it is asking for the post title. For the post title over here, I'm going to write it as, so this is the title of my post, that is the future of work, how automation is revolutionizing industry. So this is the name, the title of my article right over here, the post right over here. Okay, next for the post over here, I'm going to write it as, this is the introduction and the article that I want to publish on my WordPress account related to automation. Okay, so this is the content, and then for publishing this content we have to click on publish right over here. As you can see over here, it says the post is being published. That means this post right over here is published, and this is the link of this post. So I'm going to open this post on a new tab right over here. And you can see over here, this is the post that we have published on our WordPress account related to automation, for the title as the future work of how automation is revolutionizing industry. So this is the title of my article, the post, and this is the post right over here on our WordPress account that we have published. So as we have published this post, I'm going to open my workflow and I'm going to scroll down, and as you can see over here, the response is captured in our Pabbly Connect account. If you're going to tally the response over here, you can see we have received the title of our post, that is the future of work, automation is revolutionizing industry. This is the title of the post, and for the content of the post, we are going to scroll down. Over here we have received the content as well. This is the content that we have published on our WordPress account. Okay, and as you can see over here, this content that we have received, it has the HTML tags in this content right over here. But as we have received the response, this means that we successfully connected WordPress to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. As I've already told you that we have received the content that we have published on our WordPress account in this workflow with HTML tags, we need to remove those HTML tags from the content. And how we're going to do that? For that, we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application, we are going to select it as data transformer by Pabbly, and for the action event, we are going to select it as stripe HTML tags, as we want to remove the HTML tags from the data that we have received in our previous step. And then we're going to click on connect. Over here it is asking for the encoded string, which string that we have to remove the HTML tags from. For over here, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we are going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how we're going to map the data? As soon as you're going to click on this field right over, it says WordPress new post publish. This was the previous step of our workflow, and this was the response that was captured in our previous step. In the response, as we have received right over here, this is the content, and as we want to remove the tags from this content right away, I'm going to select this data. As we have selected the data is mapped, and as we have mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right over here is going to be updated. And after that, we're going to click on save and send test request. As we have done that, over here we have received a response, and in the result over here you can see we have received the content over here without the HTML tags. So this means that we fully removed the tags from the content that we have received in our WordPress post. After that, what we are going to do is, as we have received the content, we want to post the same content on our LinkedIn account. So what we are going to do is we're going to add another action step by clicking on this plus button right over here. And for the action application over here, I'm going to select it as LinkedIn. So I'm going to select my action application as LinkedIn. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as share an article or URL. As we want to also post this article that we have published on our WordPress account on our LinkedIn account. That is why for the action event, we are selecting it as share an article or URL, and then we're going to click on connect. In order to connect LinkedIn to Pabbly Connect, a new window is going to appear, on which click on add new connection, but if you want, you can select the existing connection. After that, click on connect with LinkedIn. As you can see that we successfully authorized LinkedIn to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, firstly it is asking for the author. For the author, I'm going to select it as Ashi because this is the author of my LinkedIn. Okay. Over here, next it is asking for the content that we want to post on our LinkedIn account. For the content over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data of this result that we have received in our previous step because I want to post this content on my LinkedIn account. Next, it is asking for the article URL. In our previous step in our WordPress, we have received the URL of the post that we have have published on our WordPress account. So for the article URL, I'm going to map the data. This is the link right away. I'm going to map this link right over here for the article URL. For the visibility over here, I'm going to select it as public, as I want to publicly post this content on my LinkedIn account. And then I'm going to click on save and send test request. As we have done that, over here we have received a response, and in the response we have received the ID of the content that we have posted on our LinkedIn account. So now I'm going to open my LinkedIn account. I'm going to refresh this page right over here. So this is the post page of my LinkedIn account, and over here you can see under post a new content is posted. I'm going to click on see more, and this is the same content that we have published on our WordPress account, as you can see right over here. And this content also have the attachment of the link of our WordPress post. I'm going to open this link right over here. And as you can see, this is the same content that we have posted on our WordPress account. So this means that we successfully created an automation between LinkedIn and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, my objective was that as soon as I'm going to publish any post on my WordPress account, automatically that same post should also be shared on my LinkedIn account as well. For that, what I've done is I've simply created an automation between WordPress and LinkedIn with the help of Pabbly Connect, and this is how we create this amazing automation between these two applications. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.